Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am gonna film a book review. I am gonna review The Storm Crow by Kalyn Josephson. This is an ARC and I got it in my December favorite loot and it is being released on the 9th of July. So like in 9 days. Stop. This one follows Princess Athea. She lives in this country and in a country they have crows that are magical. They have loads of different crows. They have different magical abilities like fire, water, storm, shadow, you name it. And then she is gonna be a rider of these crows and there's this certain ceremony they have to go through. Can you stop? The book starts on the day of her rider ceremony. And I was like, oh yeah, let's do this, let's get her crow. And then I thought like, this crow is gonna be special, but no, they're being attacked by another country, which I have forgotten the name of, Illusia. So all the crows dies, including her aunt and her mother, and yeah, we then skip to 6 months later, where all the crows are dead. Her sister is queen, and Thea has been lying in her bed for 6 months because she's sad. Obviously, because a lot of people died. Then she finds out that she has to marry the prince of the enemy country that attacked them to make sure that they don't invade them and take over the country. So she then has to go there and live there. But before this, she does find a hidden crow egg, the last crow, which she brings with her because she doesn't know how to hatch it yet. That's how the story starts. This is like an instant where I really like the concept of the story, but the execution just does not work for me at all. I just think that the story could have been better in so many ways and I did not enjoy myself while reading this. I was like raging on out loud because I wanted it to be over. It was just full of cliches and it was really boring. I don't understand how crows died. It just seems so unrealistic for me because they were these magical, really powerful beings and that was what made a kingdom a safe and nice kingdom, and then it just literally all die in one night. In my head it does not make sense. So that underlining unlogical thing was just in my head the whole time reading a book, so it made me disbelieve everything that was happening, which is not really encouraging when you try to read a fancy book and trying to get into this world and the characters. And I didn't believe what was happening. It was not convincing enough. I guess that's my issue. That was like my main issue because it ruined like the whole book for me. Athea's depression was also, I don't know, it was really weirdly portrayed because it was all about her not being able to go out of bed and mentioning her not being able to go out of bed. It is totally okay, of course, that she feels the consequences and her losses. She lost her family, her kingdom is like falling apart, and she feels all this, and of course getting depressed I think is a pretty normal response to this, but depression was just portrayed really weird for me. But I'm not an expert in this field. Other people might be able to relate, I don't know, but I just feel like there's more to depression than not being able to go out of bed, even though that is a normal constance of the people who does have depression. I don't know what happened to the romance in this, but it didn't actually not go where I expected it to, so that was a positive thing and it was okay. There's also this female friendship in here, which I really appreciated. I think I liked her best friend more than the main character because the main character was just like nothing special. I don't even know what I think about her. She was just like bland. Speaking about like disbelief factor in this, like the whole kingdom of the main character was dependent on the crows, right? Because then they functioned the fields and everything around them. So like when they were gone, everything just started to fall apart, and I guess that is understandable, but like it had only been 6 months. I just felt like the consequences just raveled really fast, and like they talked about it like it was a really long time ago, and I was just like, I feel like the time period just wasn't realistic either to me. Just like I didn't understand how all the freaking crows died like in one night. I feel like the book could have been more interesting if it like started off with all the crows being gone and like it's been years since it happened, or like she had never met crows before, and they had all been dead for a long time. And then she found an egg one day. But this is also falls into cliches. It was just, I don't know, those things probably wouldn't have worked, but it wasn't convincing. And I'm still not convinced of this story because just the things, as I said, didn't make sense to me. The villain, okay, the monarch / queen of the invading country, is like really bland and boring as well. It's really like it feels like a Disney villain. So I was like, meh. She didn't really make me scared or threatened. She was just there and was cruel for no reason that is obvious to me. The story just really sets up the story also for the next few books because we have this conflict and it is gonna be solved, I guess. I think the story is basically her falling down because of everything that happened and then building herself up again to find the confidence to fight for her country. But since I never really felt her falling down, like too short amount of time to feel for her because we never really cared about what happened in the beginning either way since it happened so quickly. I don't really care about her building herself up again because I never knew her before she had this breakdown. So the build-up doesn't have that much weight as it wants to be because we don't care initially about how she were because we only knew her for like that, for like one chapter. People keep talking about how strong she was and that she's not like this, and I get that she's changed, but we didn't see the change enough for it to be convincing for us. So it was really just a typical YA, but I liked the ideas in this one. I liked female friendship. I liked magic. We didn't get that much of it, if any at all. Would not particularly recommend. If it sounds interesting to you, I feel like some people would enjoy it, but it wasn't for me, and it was more about story issue problems, I guess. So I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Yay, it's out on the 9th of July, so pick it up if you want to. I think that's it, and you will see me soon in a new video. Bye!